波動の96一等加速
And Caleb goes and tries to make me eat my words. As you see here, the Burn the Witch banner is actually coming back, and welcome to the Should You Summon on this banner. Now, honestly, this is actually a really good banner. As you see here, we get 25 steps, one featured 5-star character guaranteed at certain steps of the 10x summons, which means that there's going to be unfeatured characters. Now, this does not say one banner character, and it doesn't say one Burn the Witch character, so just keep that in mind. As you see here, the featured 5-star characters, we do have Noel and Ninny, the Burn the Witch Christmas celebration characters, as well as the original Bruno and the original Noel and Ninny. Next, we have Christmas Orihime, who is a Link slot character, Spirit Society Chad, who is, I don't know if I really like, it's a good Chad, good for some Kaimon stages and guild quest, but we'll get into that in a second. Uryu, a good premium pool character. Low-key, we need to stop calling this premium pool, because technically it's the general pool of characters, but premium makes them sound like they're limited or like really special when they're not. The reason that we call these characters premium characters, for those that are new to the game, are simply because back in the day there was a literal banner and it was called the premium banner, which was literally just a general pool of characters for 250 orbs multis. It was really bad, but whatever. And then Christmas Momo, who's also a Link slot character. So let's just get into these characters and talk about them a little more breakdown. Let me know in the comments below if you actually plan to summon on this banner. Personally, I think I'm gonna end up doing 5 steps. Let's get into the Should You Summon, and then I'll talk about whether these characters are coming back and the issue with Bleach Immortal Souls and etc. I did make a video on this, RIP Burn the Witch licensing. If you want to check it out, I'll put it right there. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. First and foremost, let's talk about the normal Noelle. Normal Noelle, honestly, I feel like she's kind of fallen off just a little bit. Not because she's bad, but just because she doesn't have any status elements, and right now, in IT, it's kind of demanding that a character has status elements unless they're like max transcended. Now, obviously, if you have this character max transcended, it's not even that big a deal. She literally does just fine, but she does have a Berserker of 80%, which is really good. Frenzy +1, and then she does have Havoc 20%. So at the very least, she has really good range. Her first strong attack is the 3000 length beam. Second strong attack is the 960 AoE distant second strong attack, so that's that really big AoE in front with a bit of back range, which is good, and then a standard full screen third strong attack. Instead of having a strong attack recharge link, she does have a strong attack recharge skill, so at the very least she's not running into strong attack issues, right? She has nullify range resistance, which is really good for content like extreme co-op, as well as some Senkaimon stages, as well as being able to be run in some normal guild quests. So if you're new to the game, this character can be used in multiple guild quests if you're not doing hard guild quests yet. We do have Devastation is 60%, so her nuke hits really hard as well. She does have a Soul Reaper and a no affiliation killer, which I think is actually really nice, especially for newer players. She also has these massive badonkadonk titties, and then on top of that, she's just an overall really good character. It's just her only issue is just she just doesn't have status elements, which I don't think is necessarily the worst thing. It just comes into play if your character is 1 or 2 out of 5 in IT. Caleb has been consistently making these characters hit harder as well as take a lot more damage, which is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's really annoying. Next on the list, we have Ninny, who actually has aged very well in my opinion. First and foremost, she has an Arankar and no affiliation killer. She has a enhanced strong attack recharge link at 14%. She has Berserker 60% and Frenzy and Havoc 20%. So even though she doesn't have any status elements, like she does have a good Berserker, and then she also nullifies range resistance as well, which is good for, like I said, guild quests for Arankar and no affiliation week. And Sprinter +1. She might not get the boost of the damage for no affiliation week and hard guild quest, but like having that nullify range resistance at the very least gives you options, and I like that. Her first strong attack is the 40% magnification first strong attack. With her Havoc 20%, I don't think that it's necessarily bad. I feel like this has actually aged very well, because back in the day, a melee collision attack would actually one-shot every unit in the game, and now that you have characters like Ninny, and now that you have enemies in IT that survive attacks from characters that are 1 or 2 out of 5, this first strong attack, pushing the enemy back and actually dealing multiple hits that hit very hard, actually ended up aging very, very, very well. And if you have this character 5 out of 5, even though she doesn't have status elements, that first strong attack hits like a truck. The second strong attack is going to be the vacuum into pushback attack with a barrier for your team and yourself. Unfortunately, it's not a multi-barrier barrier, so she's only going to give herself 3, and she's only going to give her allies 1. And since she doesn't have like a heal or a boost to back it up, it's not necessarily the best value for a character slot inside your run unless they have a Rankar or no affiliation enemies, and then you're getting the most value from this character. She has a full screen third strong attack, and then on top of that, for her innate skill, oh, she didn't get an innate skill. I could have sworn she got like, dang, okay. I thought these characters ended up getting some type of immunity, but I suppose I'm wrong. I guess it was before their time. Damn, that's crazy. Alright, next on the list we do have Bruno. Bruno is a freaking beast. He literally took everything that was good about Ninny and Noel and just combined it into himself. Now he has a Berserker of 40%. He has hidden enemies. Let's just talk about the damage multipliers first. So strong attack recharge, so he's going to get his strong attacks back sooner. He has a Soul Reaper and a Rankar killer. Like, he literally took the best killers from them, put it together. Now he has Berserker 40%, Bombardment, so he has double hits. He has weakening on everything, so with the Bombardment, he's gonna hit like a truck. Bruiser 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds for the weakening, which is awesome. Frenzy and Havoc 20%, so increased range of his strong attack damage. Hidden enemy chance 100%, so he has a built-in Zeta Ball. And he has Poise, so he can't be interrupted, and then he has Sharpshooter, so he has Guard Break and Nullify Range Resistance, which both Noel and Ninny had. Like, he literally took everything from them, and then they slapped on Weakening on him. Bruh. Okay, going into his innate skills, he does have Dodge, Soul Reaper damage by 50%, which is good. Last Ditch, so you don't have to waste a Senkaimon Ichigo on him, so that way he revives. And he has Sprinter plus 2, so he actually can run relatively quickly. Now, for content like Arena, he actually has Start Power Up Item plus 2. He has Frenzy plus 2 to go along with the Berserker 40%. And he also has increased special move uses at level 10, which in my opinion, not necessary, but really, really good to have. He's one of the best Arena characters to this day, even though he was released literally 8 months ago. Dang, it's really been 8 months already? That's crazy. Honestly, this character alone is worth summoning for. Just be very careful chasing for characters, just because you could end up putting yourself in a bad position for Anniversary. And going next on the list, we do have Christmas Noel and Christmas Ninny. These characters, in my opinion, are very, 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 very useful. Going into it, we have a Hollow and No Affiliation killer on Noel, so it looks like she didn't drop the No Affiliation killer, nor did this Ninny. Now, she did drop the Rankar killer, but having a Hollow killer I don't think is necessarily the worst thing. I just wish that she had Hollow and a Rankar killer. I feel like it'd be more useful in content like IT. Now, she has a strong attack recharge at Link, Berserker 40% with Havoc 20% as an innate skill, right? She has an innate skill? Yeah, so Havoc 20% as an innate skill. Havoc just increased range in your strong attacks. Bombardment double hits on her special. She also has the revive mechanic on her special, and she also has bombardment, which is really good with the weakening on all of her attacks. The revive mechanic, all it does is it gives everyone in your party a buff. When they die, they revive up to 50% of their max HP. Bruiser 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds for the weakening. She has Frenzy plus 1, Power Link Slot Potions plus 5. And then she also has super power link slot potions plus 5 as well. So she literally gives extra potions and extra super link slot potions. This does work in single player IT as well. The other skills that she has is increased status element chance against power attribute enemies if she has killer, which is Hollow and No Affiliation. So those enemies are literally going to get weakened. Excuse me, those characters are literally going to get weakened very, very, very easily. And then on top of that, she also has status ailment, spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. Now, even though she does have a lot of range collision on her, her first strong attack is going to be the 18% magnification, just like Kisuke, Rangaku, Spirit Society, Ichigo. Her second strong attack is also going to be the vacuum into pushback, like Spirits Are Forever With You, Retsu, Spirit Society Ichigo, Arena Byakuya, Ulquiorra, and Christmas Toshiro. This is not a bad second strong attack for this character because of that spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. If she didn't have the spiritual pressure 80%, it probably would be doo-doo, but I mean, it is what it is. And she scales off of SP, so just keep that in mind. I'll see a lot of people that'll actually get the focus level 3 slot and leave it there. Honestly, at that point, you're better off keeping the SP level 2 or just getting the SP level 3, just so that way you make better use of that passive ability that she has, right? And then her third strong attack is literally just going to be a standard full screen third strong attack. Nothing special for Arena. Overall, she's just a good unit for farming super link slot potions. Just keep in mind that at 1 out of 5, I don't think that she's really enough to be running in IT unless you have Killer. If you have Killer, awesome. If you don't, she's going to be struggling a bit just because she has way too much range collision, and you're also depending too much on the status element spiritual pressure boost 80%. And my issue with that is that the spiritual pressure boost 80% does not get refreshed whenever you proc weakening. It will wear off and then you have to get it reapplied every single time, which I think is kind of annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. Lastly, we do have Ninny for the actual Burn the Witch characters, and she has a strong attack recharge 14% link, just like she did with her tech Ninny. She also has a Soul Reaper and no affiliation killer, which is really good. So she's actively, in my opinion, competing with 6th Anniversary Aizen. They gave her Frenzy +2. Let me see what she got for this, because I know that she got some really good ones. Yeah, there you go. So for her innate skills, we have a chance to inflict weakening every 5 seconds at 12% for 2 seconds. This is going to be Enervator. What this is a map-wide AoE pulse throughout the entire map, and then each enemy has a 12% chance individually of being procced with weakening. There we go. I'm thinking of debilitator, but that's not the case. So you'll see here that it says every 5 seconds at 12% for 2 seconds. This will last 7 seconds with the debilitator plus 5 seconds that she has, which is incredible. She also has guard break, and then she also has sprinter +2, so she'll be able to fly across the field. Devastation 60%, so higher than normal magnification. She has weakening on all of her attacks. She has frenzy +2, which scales incredibly well. Havoc 20%, so increased strong attack damage radius. Hit an enemy chance, so she has a built-in Zeta Ball. And then on top of that, she also has the increased status element chance against mind attribute enemies if she has Killer, so Soul Reapers and no affiliation enemies, which is freaking awesome. And then lastly, she also has the Mind Link Slot Potions +5 skill and the Super Mind Link Slot Potions +5 skill. That's really, 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 really good. So like, if you're missing all these characters, honestly, this isn't a bad banner to summon on. Just keep in mind, Anniversary is a general pool of characters. Anniversary is a really, really, really good banner, usually, and they put a lot of seasonal characters in there, but the 7th Anniversary character is 95% chance, like, they could change it up, but usually a general pool character. So if you're saving up for the Anniversary character, you might even want to consider summoning on poll selection and then summoning on this. I'm not gonna lie, like, it might be a bad take on my part, but seeing as these characters almost never come back, they only come back twice a year, in October and December. Usually this is the first time it's being released outside of those 2 months, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to talk about the Burn the Witch licensing in a bit. Next, we have Spirit Society Chad. He has a bruiser of 50%, normal attack damage of 25%, so very high bruiser at 75%. Flurry, healer +30%, heal and boost on his second strong attack that he actually uses immediately in Guild Quest, which is good. That's a change of the AI. His special move also has the revive mechanic that we talked about with Noel. And he also has melee damage +10% and +30% in Guild Quest. He also has poise, sprinter +1, enhancer +10 seconds, which is good for his boost. I don't care about the Berserker, to be honest. He's a NAD character. 100% chance, so he has Read, Soul Reaper dodge, so Soul Reapers can't dodge him. He also has Medic for the team heal, and then he is immune to weakening. Honestly, this character is actually pretty good. He also has a Walking Vortex for a second strong attack. His only issue is that he didn't get guard break, So for like regular play, this character kind of falls off. But for content like Senkaimon, for content like Guild Quest, this character is really, really good. And if you're new to the game and you don't have like the crazy Brave Battle characters, he does do relatively well in Brave Battles because he does have poise, he has a high ass bruiser, and then he also has a Soul Reaper killer, and he's a human, so people don't normally have killer against him. I don't know any good human I don't know any good Brave Battle unit with human killer right now. So he's not bad because he also has a boost. So I mean, he's good. All right. I'm not saying he's top tier. I'm just saying he's playable for Brave Battles. Okay. So going into Orihime, I actually really genuinely love this character. She's so cool. Her first strong attack is going to be the 1200 by 1200 shotgun like blast. Second strong attack is going to be the 960 AOE. I believe it's the 960. I might be tripping. Boom boom. First strong attack 1200 by 1200. Second strong attack is the 960 AoE distant. Second strong attack really good, and then standard full screen third strong attack. Now going into her skills, she does have the speed link slot potions +5, so she is a link slot potion unit. She also has a heal and barrier, which is really good, as well as a new skill, as well as the new skill. I believe she didn't have healer. I could have swore she had healer, bro. Never mind. There we go. She has a team party recover 20% stamina between rooms, which is freaking awesome. 100% chance, so she has read, Orangard dodge, and then sprinter +1. For her other skills, we have Berserker 40%, Havoc 20%, she has Frenzy +1, Devastation 40%, so she hits relatively hard with her special, Debilitator +2 seconds for the burn on, I believe, all of her attacks except for her boost heal, her barrier heal, and then she has multi-barrier +2. What this does is, instead of giving yourself 3 barriers and your allies 1, you're giving yourself 5 barriers and your allies 3, which I personally love that skill so much. It's so good and OP on Jushiro, and it's really OP on this character, especially for content like Epic Raids when you want a link slot potion unit. And then on top of that, she also has the barriers and heals, so she's able to keep your characters with full stamina damage boost. Personally, I run her with healer for Epic Raids as well as full stamina damage boost just to get these runs in a bit quicker. I genuinely really like this character. The only reason I don't really play her as much as normal is just because she is an Orangard killer, and so does Grimmjow. So I'd rather use Grimmjow and get the super speed link slot potions, but for Epic Raids I'd rather actually run with her unless Grimmjow is bonus. Just because like she just brings really good value to the runs. Especially when you're playing with randoms. All right, going into Uryu, general pool character. I actually like this character quite a bit. I think he's okay. I don't think he's like broken or nothing. But I do want to talk about him just a little bit. This character has guard break and hit an enemy chance built into the character. Berserker 40%, no havoc, which is unfortunate, but he does have a strong attack recharge 14% link. No innate skills, and then on top of that he has a 40% mag for strong attack. I told you this strong attack has actually aged fairly well. His main issue is that he just doesn't have the range to back it up, so I don't think this character is worth working on unless you have a max transcended. So if you do pull this character 5 out of 5, I do think he's worth working on. Check him out, see if you like him. If you like him, feel free to max transcend him. I wouldn't necessarily do it unless he's your only speed character and you have him like 3 to 5 out of 5. Do not use move sources on him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's worth working on. Okay, next we have Christmas Momo, power link slot potion +5 character. She has damage to last rate enemies +40% and devastation 40%, last rate on all of her attacks, strong attack recharge link of 12%, and she has a Soul Reaper killer. Honestly, she's just a link slot potion unit. She's not even, I personally don't think she's all that great. I think she's fallen off quite heavily. First strong attack is going to be, I believe it's a lunge, but I might be tripping. 475 radius here, that's definitely a lunge. Second strong attack is going to be the vacuum into explosion, the same as Eren Yarrow, Soifun, as well as the swimsuit Rukia. And then third strong attack is a standard full screen third strong attack. She's just an okay unit. I don't think she's broken. I don't think she's all that special, but she's pretty okay. And then for IT at the very least, that second strong attack does go burr. She does deal a lot of hits, which means that she has a fairly high chance of proccing her status element. My only issue with her is really that we just have better characters now. Like Swimsuit Retsu also has Soul Reaper killer, so if you pull her, you're better off working on her because she's just an overall all-around better character in every aspect of that word. And then on top of that, we have Christmas Noel. Boom, boom. We have also Christmas Noel, who doesn't have a Soul Reaper killer, but at the very least, you have like a lot more options when it comes to this character, and she provides more value to the team, right? So, anyways, let me know what you guys think of this banner. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, yeah. This is my boy 20T, DMB. We actually ended up meeting up. That was a journey. That was a journey. I think we drove for like 5 hours, bro. I picked up my boy Aaron from the airport at like 3. We got to DMB's house at like 5:30, and then we got to like 5:20, and then we got to the restaurant at like 6 o'clock. Stayed there till 8, and then just drove. Yeah. Then we drove DMB home, which was like another like 40 minutes, and then we drove to my house, which is like another 40 minutes. So yeah, we were on the road quite a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. As grind, I'll catch you with him. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Burn the Witch licensing. I haven't talked about that yet. So with Burn the Witch licensing, I talked about this in one of my other videos. I'm just gonna give you a brief lowdown. For Bleach Immortal Souls, we actually ended up getting an entire notice literally saying, oh, by the way, we can't afford these characters to come back. This leads me to believe that Burn the Witch Immortal Souls, there's a possibility of these characters no longer coming back at some point in the near future. Now, since K-Lab has brought back Burn the Witch for this current month, it leads me to believe that K-Lab is doing well enough to afford the the license for Burn the Witch, but it also tells me that Bleach Immortal Souls doesn't. And that also leads me to believe that Bleach Immortal Souls might be dying, or they're either don't feel like they can profit off of bringing these characters back. So we'll see exactly what goes down in the near future. Just keep in mind there's always a chance that these characters might not come back for a really long time. If we actually go to the simulator and actually type in movie banners, right, you'll see here that the last movie banner that was new was literally Shurin, and that was September 26, 2021. We never got Hell vs. Ichigo, like a Hell vs. Ichigo remake. We never got like a movie Ichigo remake. The only characters that we got for the quote-unquote remakes was literally the Kokuto, Kusaka Rukia banner, as well as the Shurin and the Senna banner. And honestly, they made these characters, in my opinion, so horrible that they didn't even bother to make new characters because it didn't sell. So K-Lab has this horrible mental state where if something doesn't sell, it's not their fault, it's the community's fault, and we're the reason why they're not making new characters of this specific characters. Like, there's so many characters from the movies that they could do, like Toshiro, Ichigo, but they always make them so bad that nobody ever really wants them. Like, this Hell vs. Ichigo is actually still horrible. Even after his resurrection, they didn't give him guard break, which is something kind of necessary for PvE. And yeah, I mean, like, you'll see here the last time we even got a movie banner was literally February 22nd, 2022, and then before that you'll see here that they did one like rotation of movie characters in 2021, and then really never anything since then. Like, before that they were gone from May 26th to April 30th when we got a random new movie banner. So it took them, it took them 11 months to come out with another movie banner ever again. And then they did like a whole little thing. Nobody cared about the Senna Shurin, and then they never brought back another banner, which is really, really unfortunate. But I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna leave it at that. As Bruno, catch up with him. Say bless, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, I guess I'll leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. See y'all next one. Peace.